Mamas, it's Leanne. I just dropped my phone on the floor, so I just picked it up, looking like a pillock. Hey guys, how are you all? So this week I am week 13, which again hits another awesome mark, because in the US terms I am now past my first trimester. At the end of this week I am past my first trimester, which is really good. Obviously in the UK version I am now in my second trimester, which is even better, which is really cool. So today my house smells funny and I can't figure out what. I've got really good sense of smell. So last week I did say the average size of the baby last week at 12 weeks was the size of a plum, which is 2.13 inches, which is 5.4 centimetres. The baby measured 5.5 centimetres at 12 weeks and 1 day. So this week, which is quite a good size, and it was also 14 grams. This week is week 13, and the baby is 2.91 inches, and that means it is 7.4 centimetres. So the size difference from last week to this week, I mean, that is like that is 2 centimetres on top of what it was last week. So the baby in 1 week has grown 2 centimetres, which is really crazy to me, and it now weighs 23 grams. So I'm guessing from now on, this is when the baby starts getting bigger. It is 2 whole centimetres bigger than last week, which is amazing. And also the baby is the size of a peach. Oh, I love peaches. I haven't had a peach in ages. And literally next week I can actually click the page over from first trimester to second trimester. Oh my god. And I'd like to point out I am dead on 13 weeks today, because my due date has been changed by 2 days. So it means my turnover day is now a Wednesday, and today is a Wednesday, and I am in a good mood and I am happy, and you know, I'm actually in the mood for cleaning today, so I'm going to get on with my bedroom and do a load of washing and put on the air, because that's all dry and I haven't managed to do anything, so I've just been really lazy the last couple of days. I've had 2 naps. Yesterday I had an hour and a half worth of nap. So yeah. So yeah, I have been having a lot of naps. Yesterday I had one. The day before I really wanted one, but I didn't have one, and I should have had one because I was just grumpy. Yesterday I think it did me a lot of good, because then I had work, and I don't finish work until 10 at night, and it did make me feel so much better. It was unreal. So what is different? If you can hear banging, it's downstairs. What is different this week? Not a lot. See, I keep thinking I can feel the baby move, and it's really weird. It's you know how people say it's like butterflies. It is kind of like butterflies. It is like somebody's just going like this, really gently stroking the inside of your stomach, and it's I can feel it. And I know it's people how can you feel your baby kick? It's not them baby kicking. You ain't gonna feel that yet. It's the baby flinching, I guess. And I keep thinking I can feel it. And yesterday I was like that. Oh, I've stopped walking. Oh, it didn't like that. The other thing I've noticed, I've got this, apart from last night, I've got this very good routine down of waking up at 3 o'clock at night until about 4, half 4. So I've got a wonderful feeling that's going to be the baby's wake up time for when I've got to feed it. Oh my god, it's going to be so long. I'm feeling really confident as well at the moment. I'm so spotty and stuff, but I'm feeling good stuff's going to happen soon. You know when you get that feeling, it's I've got a feeling that I'm going to get a house soon. I don't know how many months it's going to be, but I'm going to get a house. And we only really wanted to, we're probably only going to get a 2-bedroom anyway, but that's all I need. So I would like a little boy so they can share rooms. But then again, it doesn't really matter. Edward's got his heart set on bunk beds anyway. He really wants set bunk beds, and he wants to go on top bunk. And the thing is, the time the baby is born and then goes into its own bed, I mean, Edward is in his bed at 18 months. So, I mean, we're looking at another 2.5 years until we get bunk beds. And he really wants bunk beds, really wants bunk beds. And I did think, like we were saying about, it would be really cool, because obviously it doesn't matter if it's a girl, because then the bottom half will obviously be the baby's bit, and we could put, Edward's obviously got his letters in silver, and obviously that will go over his top half, and then we'll get the baby's versions when it's born, we can put it down the bottom. I've got a really good idea for like a little girl one. At the moment as well, I've got like a nursery theme going. It's like I really like stars at the moment, so, and I mean like stars, pretty much everything, as you noticed if you've watched the video of like the actual baby clothes and stuff, is all stars. It's all white with stars and grey with stars. So I'm gonna make the cot blanket. I'm gonna get one of them breathable bumpers to go around the side. I'm going to make the cot blanket like a patchwork version, and I think I'm going to go with like white stars and grey stars, and I think at the bottom I want like a grey, you know, the sheet, the back bit I want like grey with white polka dots, and then on top I want like the stars and stuff. So I've got an idea on what I want. And then I guess I could even though, as long as I was thinking about making a bigger panel at the front, and then waiting until obviously we know if it's a he or a she, and then we could put the name on it, like, you know, in a different colour. So I thought that would be quite cool to do. What else? I felt, you know, I felt really crap the last couple of days, but today I'm feeling like, oosh, let's get on with it kind of feeling. Yeah, other than that, I don't really know what to talk about this week. Not a lot's obviously happened. Last week I had my scan. This week I haven't done much. In 2 weeks I've got my consultant appointment, so I'll let you know how that goes obviously then, because I'll be doing the video again on Wednesday. So I shall let you know how it goes. And then I can't remember what date it is now. I've got my 20-week scan. Obviously when I'm 20 weeks. But what day is it? Oh, my phone decides to freeze. There we go. October. Anyway, so I've got my consultant appointment on the 7th of October, so obviously I'll let you know how that goes. And then I've got, so what will I be? So that'll be 15 weeks, almost. Then I'll be like 14 weeks and 6 days. So let's see. 16, 17, 18. 13th, I believe. 13th of November I've got my 20-week scan. So, and then that is it until April. Till the 1st of April, until it comes. So, you know, it's not a lot, is it? You don't really get scans and stuff like nowadays. Like, obviously obviously different, we only tend to have 2 scans here. So we have like our dating scan at about 12 weeks, and then we have our anomaly scan at 20 weeks, where they obviously do a bit more thoroughness and looking at the baby and stuff like that. So hopefully Jay's not late to that appointment. James. Because I'll beat him. No, I won't. He's loved it, and he's so sweet, and Eddie just loves the baby now. He's like rubbing it and kissing it, and like kisses it by when we're at school. Like, he's sweet. I think he's going to be a lovely big brother. I think it's going to hit him. He realises what it's going to be like having a baby around. But the thing is, I mean, you've got to think, he is going to be 5.5. So the thing is, he's going to wake up, and literally I'm going to feed him. I'm going to feed him, get him dressed ready for school, feed the baby, you know, well, the baby probably already be fed, get the baby ready, put it in its pram, walk him to school, walk the baby back. Then Edward's not going to see the baby from 8:45 till 3:15, because he's going to be at school every single day apart from Saturday and Sunday. And then he's going to come home, and then from 3:15 until he goes to bed, then obviously we'd have the baby. But then we're going to work it around that when Jay finishes work, this is my idea where it's going to work like that. My idea is when Jay finishes at work at like 4 and he comes home about 4:30, is that the baby and Jay will have bonding time and me and Edward will have bonding time, plus obviously then we've got Edward's homework and stuff like that to do. And then obviously at the weekend and stuff, on the Sunday he goes to his dad's, so he gets to play with his dad and stuff. On the Saturday he'll be with us, but then over Saturday night he normally stays at my mum's, so he's ready to go to his dad's on the Sunday. But I'll be on maternity leave, so we don't know how any of this is going to go around yet, because to be truthful, on a Tuesday and Wednesday I work, and a Sunday I work, and a Friday morning I work. So I don't know how this is going to work yet actually, because obviously on a Tuesday normally Jay has Edward, and then he goes to, Jay takes him to Jay's mum's house and they have tea. On a Wednesday, my mum and dad have him, so my dad feeds him, and then he stays at my mum's house, and my mum brings him over on the Thursday morning so that he can get ready to go to school. Obviously that probably will stop. And then on the Saturday night, normally he'll stay at either my mum's or his dad's overnight, so stop the rush obviously for when I've got to go work in the morning, stop that rush. But then again we're going to have Jay that will be living here soon, hopefully at one point, I don't know when. And then, you know, so all that's going to kind of go until I go back to work when the baby's like 9 months old, 8 months old, so yes. Anyway, so I might as well leave you all to it now, and I'm going to watch the Gilmore Girls. So have a nice day guys, thank you, bye.